I basically, like I always do, go into YouTube and look for something interesting to discuss. And I find out that I've been talking about using, finding an idea, developing that idea. I'm basically trying to, create a video that way. I'm then posting it. But I found out today that other people have different views in relation as to what to do. They have. Let me see if I can find my. If for tonight, that's not the agenda. For tonight, we're going to talk about this workflow. Usually I've been saying, get the idea, write the script, create the video, create your title, thumbnail, then you go ahead and go for the posting. Which is, there are some YouTubers there that are kind of making the case for doing something completely different. So I wanted to take the time tonight and talk about that. Because my thing here is not to just have a single approach for doing anything. It's mostly like live and learn. There are three camps that I've seen on YouTube, right? One is the one that basically says, just go out there and look at as many video as you can and try to learn from that and make all the changes that people are suggesting and see how they work. Well, I found out that that's not necessarily the best case because people are putting out a lot of misinformation out there, not because they want to put out misinformation. It's just what they learn, and basically what they learn may not have been exactly what is required for you to do well in your pursuing your goal of getting. Most people just want to get 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers, right? That's really the goal that most of us have. And basically, getting there is really difficult. And I could tell you from what I'm doing is it's very difficult to get there. If anybody tells you it's easy, they're trying to take a shortcut, and therefore the shortcut may not lead you to success. YouTube is being very strict, and basically, you're not able to get what you want by just taking shortcuts. So be careful what ideas you follow. So let's take a look at the other side of the equation. They say, what I heard today was someone said, no, you have to start with your title, then you develop the script, and then you might develop your video. So the title and thumbnail are the most important part of the video that you're creating, according to what I heard today, which I do not disagree. A lot of smart people are saying that. And therefore, so there has to be a reason why it's that. But, I find out, I try to do it that way. And for me, it was kind of difficult to get first the title and then maintain that through the script writing. And the reason for that is rather simple. Titles, once I publish a video, I have the ability to change the title just before publishing, because YouTube and VidIQ gives me a lot of ideas as to how to change the title and what title are most appropriate to my content. So I kind of find it hard to believe that you have to start with a title to be able to create a video. I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying for me, it's a little bit difficult to do that. And therefore, I kind of going to put it out there, and I'm going to talk about that tonight. And basically see if that rings a bell to you with you. See if you like the idea or not. And see the advantages or disadvantages of doing it that way. For me, I get up in the morning, I kind of study my niche. and then I look for ideas that kind of resonate with me. And then I take that idea and I looked online to see if there's similar kind of content out there. And, and there are other ways to do it. And I'm going to tell you that in a minute, because there are some people that say, what you really want to do is find content that is resonating with the public right now. Find out a video that have 1 million views, and then you look at that and you try to copy that content, not the video, the basic idea. You try to copy the basic idea and create a similar video with similar thumbnail, similar title to that one. And I'll tell you, I tried that method, and it does gives you, it seems like if you resonate one time, if you went viral one time, a similar type of approach will go viral a second time. And I tell you that approach is workable, it works, but that concerns me on the originality of the idea. And if you're concerned about YouTube, what you want to do basically is come up with your own ideas. They may not work originally, but you will learn more about what you're doing, and basically you get better at it. And I'll show you how to validate your ideas, what works and what doesn't work. I tell you, I haven't figured it all out. I'm the first guy to tell you that. And I'm going to call myself as an expert. What I could tell you is that I have had some success. And for that reason, it is important that I share that information with you for you to make your own decision, right? You decide whether it works for you or not. You make the decision. You are the man in charge. So for me, do I start with the idea, or do I start with the title and the thumbnail? Since I changed both of these, since I changed the title and the thumbnail throughout the process, I find it hard for me to believe that that's the right approach. I'm not saying that it's not. But I'm going to tell you this thing. If you post a video, and I'm going to show you a way to check if your video is doing well. And if it's not doing well, the first thing that I do, I change the title and I change the thumbnail in the hope to revive that particular video. So, if I start with that, knowing that I'm going to change it, it makes it hard for me to believe that that's the right solution. But I'm not going to discount it, right? So the second step in both areas is to do the script. And I guess we happen to be in agreement there, right? And then the third step is to do the video and the editing and stuff like that. So there's no disagreement on that. I think the disagreement comes in the order of which things are done. So who is right? Who is wrong? How do you know? How do you know which process works? Well, you could listen to the expert, and let's talk about expert. Everybody's an expert in YouTube. I am not an expert. Everybody's an expert. Everybody tells you, do this and you'll get 1 million views. Do that and you'll be totally successful. I could tell you right now that I found some good ideas that I share on YouTube, but I have not determined whether or not everybody that's in YouTube is an expert. And I could guarantee you that everybody's an expert. Everybody's an expert. Sorry about that, guys. I was checking the audio on my live cast. Sometimes it doesn't come through unless I check. So let's go through that. Let's talk about, how do you know what works and what doesn't? And what I want to share with you next is what I call the analytics. Right, so if you go to your channel content and you click on analytics and you click on advanced mode, you'll be able to get all kinds of information that will help you decide, what is working and what is not working. For example, right now you're looking at views by content, right? So this looks like spaghetti to me, so a lot of time I don't really truly understand it. It's good to watch because you can see, you can click on it and you see, you can see which video is the one that actually gave you that big oomph. But sometimes I like to go from line to bar chart. It kind of gives you a really easy way to know which video are doing well. It tells you your top video in a bar format. And basically here gives you a list of the of those videos. Why it tells you the number of views, the watch hours applied to there, the subscriber, the number of impression, and the click-through, impression click-through, right? All good information that you really want to know. So there's some higher than other, and that will help you determine if you're trying to improve your click-through. You can see that this video here did better than the previous one, and so we're going to talk in some future video. Click-through is really an important factor that you want to manage. By the way, I'm showing you the good, the bad, and the ugly, so I'm not trying to hide anything. So that's basically what I want you to see, the data, and you can look on your own YouTube, and you should be able to figure out what's working for you, and share what's working for me, in the hope that you are able to go look at your data and figure out what's working for you and what's not working for you. You click on the report. I go to the next one, traffic source by last 24 hours. Again, it gives you the same sort of data, and you could go to a bar chart, and you could change bar chart. You could change. You could take it out. Okay. And you could see the information there, right? So tells you where the source is coming from. Now, this one is geographic. This was a very surprising one. Before I show you the bar chart, I find out that most of my traffic is coming from Indonesia and the Philippines. United States is 12 on the list. Then it comes India, then Brazil, then Canada, and a few others right after that. Quite surprising for me when I saw that. Sorry about that. Bar chart. Again, you can see it again where the traffic is coming from. It's kind of interesting. I didn't even know that until I looked at this chart. I figured that everything was local. I knew where my traffic was coming from. But it turns out that that's not the case. But interesting to know. Now, this is another one that was very interesting to me. Audience by age and gender. You see here, the biggest demographic is 65, then 34. Right, so it's kind of interesting. So when you're creating your video, you could say, okay, am I writing to the younger generation, 18 to 24, or am I writing to middle age, or am I writing to older audience? And that kind of pretty much tells you the story. And when I saw this video for the first time, I said, that is kind of interesting. So it kind of made me change. I changed my behavior when it comes to basically what I was creating. We'll find the right video for this. So we're going to look at specific content. And this is something that's very interesting. This is how one of the video performs, right? So I was trying to find out, well, is 31% average view good or bad, right? And it turns out that if you are between 30% to 60%, it's considered to be good for YouTube based. Obviously, the higher the better. But look what happened to your video once it's posted. Look at that red line for a minute. Right there, first drop. 3 seconds, 6 seconds, excuse me. No, 3 seconds. After 3 seconds, the drop becomes significant. Another big drop right here. It's beginning to level out. That's 12 seconds after you posted the video. Most of your audience is gone. And I'm not going to play the whole thing, but you can see that from there on down, just keep going down, down, down. Until I get, see, 30% is... $34, 19, 42. So let's say 23 seconds. So that's why shorts are very good. Usually you get a short which is 15 to 20 seconds long. You get that curve where people are sort of still watching and you don't suffer the degradation that you see on the video here, going down and down. Now there is value for those that stay. Most of the people that I stay, I just didn't tell you when they subscribe, whether it was at the beginning or at the end. But the point is you have a higher percentage, a higher probability of getting a subscriber the first 30 seconds of your video than you do after that. So that's what they're saying, the hook them really good. So they really like what you're saying. And then they say, okay, I think I got it. They might subscribe and they move forward. So that's how you know what is working and what is not. So if you get a video that is performing a lot better than this one, you can compare different videos. Let me see if I can find one that's we just did recently. A different one. No, let's just choose this one. Same thing, right? 27 seconds, it's already at 38%, 34, 41 seconds, right? You were already at 30%. And this one had a lower average than the previous one. You know, so the average duration was 1.155, or the other one was. And I know one of the reasons why this one did better, about the same average watch time. Now, the only good thing about this is you only need 30 seconds if you're streaming your video. You only need 30 seconds and a comment from whomever is watching the video to know that, to get the credit for the watch. So they don't have to watch the whole thing for you to get the watch hours that you need for that. So 1.858 minute to average view duration is good in my book. And obviously 31% is excellent for the entire video. And if you compare it against the other one that I just showed you, you can try a different one. Let's say the one that you get. See, you get this one here. Yeah, which you only get at 16%, which is, they're actually saying it's not very good. Now, I could tell you that in this video, you stock media. I could tell you about the kind of picture that you have going in there. Let me see another one if I use AI. Yeah, this one here, I use a lot of AI to generate the images. So if you needed to compare, do I use stock media, do I use AI generated images, and what's the impact for that? You could see that basically here in your audience retention. So this is a case for, hey, let's use more AI generated images than use less AI generated images, right? Okay, let's move on. Now this is a very interesting video. First 24 hours performance for my channel. It kind of tells you that most of the video are on this thing right here, you know, right by the plane. When you get this outlier, you say, why is that outlier out there? And we look at the performance, you know, number of views for that period of time. You say, wow. So what you do is, in that case, you go look at I look at my title, I look at my thumbnail, I look at my script, and try to figure out why did this video perform so much better than the rest of them. And I look the same thing with number 2. This is a short, right? Apparently in 24 hours, I got 800 views, right? And this one, another short, I got 724. And this is a longer video. I got 523, which is the one that I told you about. So shorts do very well. This one is not a short, but it do fairly well. So you want to figure out what did you do in these videos that kind of rack up this kind of views, you know. This one here, I specifically changed the thumbnail after it was published, right? And let me see, look at analytics on that one. See if I hope I don't mess up what I'm at right now. But look at this one. Watch hours 68.5% with 800 views, 900 views. And what I need most right now is, more than anything, is watch hours. So to me, this is an excellent performance for a video. And like I was saying before, I did change both the title and the thumbnail. I did change the title and the thumbnail right after I published it. So that's what I was saying. When you go back to the premise that we were saying, well, let's start with the title and the thumbnail, and then you develop the rest of the script versus having the idea, the script, the video, and all that. And then if the title and the thumbnail are not working, change it after you look at your performance. That's why I'm kind of sticking with the process A, the idea first versus the backpacking first. I don't know what the backpacking means first, but that's just me. You can make your own decision after you look at your analytics. But what I'm saying is, when somebody gives you an idea about doing something, do some experiment. And that's what I do every day. I do experiment. I look at my analytics, I look at my advanced analytics, and I'm able to determine what makes sense for me. You look at this is real-time performance, a lot of information. Then you could change the last 60 minutes. This is what it's doing. The last 48 hours, and as you see, you get real-time update on that. So analytics is really good. I mean, that's one of the things I like the most about YouTube. It gives you a lot of data, so you're not flying in the blind. Okay, so if you look at tonight's agenda, right, I wanted to compare 2 different ideas. Now, I'm not saying A is better than B. I'm just saying, for me, A works better than for B, because I have some real data that I'm able to look at and say, oh, okay, I have a real example where my title wasn't working, my thumbnail wasn't working, and I just changed it. As a matter of fact, I was watching a video from Mr. Beast, and one of the things he said basically is, they were asking, do you ever change your title and thumbnail? He thought about it and said, yes, I do. If it makes sense, I would change it multiple times in order to get the results that I want. Or I would test to see which thumbnail and which title those work best. Now, he is, and I want to be honest, he is on the BE process camp. He talks about a lot about developing your thumbnail and developing your title before you move on to the other pieces of the creation process. But Mr. B has a whole team. You have one team developing the thumbnail, another one working on titles, another one working on ideas, and they could combine and talk and do all kinds of stuff in there. So I'm a team of one. Most of you are a team of one. And I'll tell you, most YouTubers never get to 1,000 subscribers. The data says, I don't have the data, but I'm going to tell you, it's less than 40% of the people that are doing YouTube get to 1,000 subscribers, because it is really, it's not impossible, put it right now, but it's just not easy to get there. And you have to be, every day you have to go finagle one thing or another and try to make it better. So your goal should be every day you publish better products. So right now I'm in the mode that I'm actually studying, performing, assessing, right? So I put together a video. I try to learn how do they perform. I look at the process. I look at the whole thing, from beginning to end. What is working and what is not working. And most of all, I looked at analytics to tell me for real how are things going. What is happening with my videos? Which one are performing well? And I tell you, there are some that are not going to do well. There are some that are going to do extremely well. You got to figure out, why did that happen? What did I do that was different? And you have to have different approaches for different kinds of video, different techniques to do that, and then be able to determine, okay, this is work. Let me try that. And one technique that I use is a group of three. So I do 3 videos of one type, 3 videos of another type. And the reason for that is, doing a single video, you may not learn anything. But if you do 3 videos and they all do well using that technique, you say, oh, this is something that I want to keep. If you do 3 videos and they all do not make it, you get low views, then basically you could say to yourself, here there's some issues. And like I said, you could look at my real data. I mean, I'm not the best. Sometimes I do something well, sometimes I don't. And it is what it is. We move forward. So I think that's basically the main topic of tonight. I wanted to try to come back in the air in a little while and talk about something else. But I do wish that you try to look at this process, and I want you to give me a comment. What do you think is the best for you, not for anybody else? And what I'll do is I will come back, I'll look at all the comments, and then I'll go look at it now, and then I'll look at it in a few weeks and see if you have any uptick in your posting and in your views, and see if you work, and come back and let us know. I mean, I don't have all the solution. I don't have most of the solution. All that I could share with you is what is working for me and what is not working for me. Okay, let me see if I got anything else to talk about. Retention. Let's see if I missed anything. What about this right here, 30%? Yep. 24-hour performance. This is one of the best. Surprise of the geographic location. Okay. So that's all I have for right now. I may come back and talk about